What about the Tigers? 72-6, I think it was, against the Roosters. Do you think they've checked out? How tough is it? Last few weeks.
Whatever you want to call it, you know, I don't think no one goes out there checked out, but what happens is training's not as fun, and when the pressure's on, you just forget what it takes to win. Your effort off the ball, and when the ball goes away, you're thinking instead of moving. It's so hard to put your finger on the difference, but whatever it is, they're not doing it.
We've just seen 4 or 5 tries where a player hardly gets a hand laid on him. There's a couple, Nat Butcher scored 4, Angus Crichton got a couple. No one got a hand on. No one got a hand on.
So they let Nofoaluma go to the Storm. Yeah. Does that signal that they have given up?
No.
Or for the players, does they think, well, you know, if you're happy to let one of...
When people say give up, and I've played in a term where we got smashed, and you know what? We sort of gave up. And when you say give up, it's those 50-50 balls. When you're on the ground, you're going to dive at someone's legs or knees, and you just go, oh, you're getting beat by 50. And then your standards during the week, you know, if you're really, you know, careful about what you eat, and then you're like, oh, we can't make the sandwich. You know what? I'm just going to have a pizza tonight. You know what? We're going to have that tub of ice cream. You know what? It's Friday night. My mates are down the pub. I'll go down there for 6 beers. That sort of stuff happens. And then each player drops their standards by 5 or 10%. Just reflects when you get beat by 70. I don't know how they turn it around.
Yeah, and spirals.
I don't think the players is a financially smart thing because it allows you get more money because you're not paying off Nofoaluma and hopefully it goes back into the cap. But I don't like the idea of them. I don't like the idea. It just puts a little bit of, just muddies the water straight away already. There's a few of these players, Gildart, they went to the Roosters, and obviously Nofoaluma.
Well, Nofa then too has...
And they're both saying, you know, oh, we'd love to stay.
I'd love to stay.
Well, now they've got to go back to the club. You know, like this was always going to happen. So, you know, the club's in a position now when they come back in, they go, well, you want to go to another club. So do you let him go?
I hope they'd let Nofoaluma stay down there.
What, forever?
Well, he was in reserve grade, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't there,
But that's his own fault, obviously.
A change has probably done him the world of good. It could work out a win-win for both. He's on about 550 something a year.
Well, the idea is for him to come back and with his experience and be a leader. You know, 2 years ago he was talking about getting on our bus and, you know, he was chanting Tigers. You know, all of a sudden, you know, it's got too hard for him. He should be taking their training principles and bringing them back and go, well, this is what we should accept and what we shouldn't accept. So, you know, it's a good time for him to come back and be a leader.
Yeah. Let's talk
about...
Get
on the bus, Noffa.
Get on the bus.
What does that mean?
Well, he said during that it was about the time when people were saying either get off the bus or get on the bus. And he was on the bus. He now wants to get off the bus.
Maybe.
Well, he said,
get
on the bus.